Hello. Welcome to Faded Mystic Living. Living without the G. This will be the October sneak peek. We're doing a few days early just to get a little preview about what's going on. The full. Obviously, we'll be taking some risks in October, this next coming month. We're just a few days out. I just wanted to pull back the veil a little bit and see what's going on. I love October. I mean, it's not just Halloween, it's just the energy is just so good. Look at it. Dead Scorpio. Like I said, you'll be making some changes in the month of October. Eight of Pentacles, first thing. I love to see that. You know, I feel like a lot of people are focused on themselves and their money and finances and like careers and all that good stuff. We would get it together. You know, I'm hoping to find me something, you know, seasonal. I mean, this is like a winter color, but really I just don't want to scuff up the wood underneath it. So I don't want to mess that up. I am going to get it I forget what they call it, like resanded again. I don't know. I have a friend that like does stuff like that. I'm gonna have her redo this maybe, but this is anyway. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, just working on yourself, finances. It feels more like, you know, working on all areas of your life, whatever is gonna improve, and you're working on your abundance, prosperity, like just working on improving anything. Again, like I was saying in the last read for this current weekly read, you're just doing whatever you can to increase your positive energy, stay in a positive light, and just really seeing a good manifestation energy to manifest the life that you want. I really love it. Absolutely. It feels like you're on the right track. You know exactly what you're doing. Yeah, that's beautiful energy. You know, I get to messing with the things and adjusting the cards we get on my nerves. And they're all twisted out every which way really right now, and it's working my mind a little bit, but it's okay. Oh, my bad. I done shuffled these so many times before. I just get lost in the sauce a little bit sometimes. So I was like, some things are there. Okay, it's okay. These are some big ones too. I got to see how my fingers is long. I got to scratch them. It's not easy. It's not easy. I be giving my fingers a workout, at least on that end. We're not gonna try to left right now. No, I'm not gonna try to come out. Oh, happiness. It's the Nine of Cups. That is so sweet. Oh shit. And I do got the booklet nearby because these are not labeled traditionally. It's hard to see. These are not labeled traditionally like the original deck with the same verbiage. So I got the book nearby just in case. Gotta be forgetting sometimes. But this is so beautiful. I love this one. So I know we just like are getting into the fall season, or you know, just wrapping up summer. But it feels like that one last barbecue cookout for the summer. Since obviously we got the red cups. Hey, we got the hot dogs. I mean, that's right. You need to be loaded though. You need a good, real loaded hot dog if you are a pork eater. You know, or you could do beef. Either way, beef is good too. I think they got turkey dogs now, if that's your thing. But yeah, good loaded one, ketchup, mustard, chili, grilled onions, all grilled everything. You know, blacken that hot dog a little bit. You know, and put that chili on. And if you really bite it, add that little slaw to it too. Yeah, it's like you gathering with the family and friends, one good time. This is around the time my relatives be getting together. It is the month of September. Usually it's a lot of family gatherings, but they readjusted some things this year. But either way, okay. Happy birthday to my great grandmother. She is passed now. However, still celebrating her. So, it could be some of us thinking about, just saying, just thinking about this make me think about my family. My cousin, he can throw down in the grill all day, every day, really year round. It don't even matter if it's hot or not. He still be getting together. I just need to call and check on them. Every time I get to think about them during these little here reads, I know I need to call somebody because, I don't pick up my own energy. Even if I pull my own cards, Like, and I try to get something on myself. I really don't be getting much of anything. Like, rarely ever. Like, I have to get the information from myself, directly from God, and it's whenever, whenever He feels I need to know something, He'll drop it on me. But other than that, I can't just pull my cards like I do other people. That's just how it works. For most people, from my understanding, I assume, or whatever. That's how it is for me. Like, I can't read my own energy, so it's interesting when I randomly do start looking at a card and it kind of reminds me. But again, you're still getting the messages off of your experiences too. It works that way as well. But yeah, anyway, whatever. I try. I don't be getting up on myself though like that. Even if I pick up messages, it'd be like it don't make sense to me in comparison to what's going on with me. So it's like, I didn't even be trying. It was like, whatever. The Lord will tell me what I need to know when I need to know it. So the same for you all. Same for everybody. You'll get the messages when you need to. You don't always need to watch, a channel or, get messages from others. You could just wait for your own self, meditate, sit with yourself, pray, and ask the Lord for clarity and clear messages, the universe, or, however you refer to the Most High or the highest source, if you believe, in a higher being. But yeah, I feel like you're working on yourself, but also 8, 9, you're on your journey, you're on your path, you're in alignment, you're moving in the right steps at the right time, you're right where you're supposed to be. Everything's happening at the right time that it should. This is I love when I feel this energy, but at the same time it's so unique, and it's just like someone walking in their path and the journey and their steps, doing what they're supposed to, at the same time taking a little time out for themselves to like recharge, rejuvenate themselves, to like unplug from the world and from everything, and just kind of focus on not just themselves but also their loved ones, their closest ones they love spending time with. So yeah, you guys could be for October doing that one last family cookout, family gathering before shut the grill off for the for the summer. Remember that. 7. See, I'm gonna have to look this up. Let's see. 7. Failure. The Fool on the bottom. Let me see, because I can't recall what that is. It's been a couple years probably since I even used this deck. Maybe 1.5 to 2 years or so. I can't even remember. Oh, here we are, right here. Bow. It was meant to be 74, 11. There's some guidance here. So it makes me feel like too, before I even read what this is, a part of somebody is going through like the dark night of the soul. It's like they're in that dark phase where you're in your head, you're feeling kind of lost, you feel like you're free falling and you can't grasp where you're going or where you're headed to, or you try to like grab on to something on the way down, but there's nothing to hold on to. You just gotta somebody going through some things in their mind, in their spirit. It's okay. It is okay. It feels like that when you're going through, you figuring some things out. Just sit with yourself, let yourself be in that feeling for some time, not too long. Again, I always recommend allow yourself to feel the emotions, even if it's for 5 minutes, if it's for an hour, if it's for a day, a couple of days, but just don't stay too long, if possible. Like really, Anyway, let me see what's up with this. I love when it gives like different perspectives of cards, even if it's the traditional deck. It's like beautiful how these things have so many different meanings. Just like the English language is one word can mean so many different ways and meanings and used so many different ways. Just like these cards and the meanings, especially with the various types of decks and how people use their artistry to create these. It's just so beautiful to me. I love it. I love anything artistic, anything art. I got an AA, right? Because you could do anything. You can go in any subject, any degree field, anyway, really. A to the college girlies, college fellas, the frats and all that. I won't in none of that. It's cool though. I respect it. I like it. It's y'all thing. I like it. Some fraternity folk in here, menses, and some sorority girls. What's up, y'all? I love college people. I love y'all. I didn't do it the traditional way. I just did it my way. I had to do what I had to do on the way that I did it. But, that was definitely a regret. I wish I would have went and lived on campus. I did not do that. But it's all good, though. At the same time, the way I went, it was necessary for me. I needed that during that time. But that's what's up. I respect y'all. Y'all cool as hell. I love some college people, especially young people. I like y'all, too. Y'all cool. Y'all be doing y'all thing. Y'all wild, boy. Y'all wild. I like it. Enjoy your life. Y'all young. Some 23-year-olds passing through early 20s. But yeah, anyway, let me read this thing real quick. Failure is always an option. Look at there. I know that's right. Look, there's far too much fear of failure in the world, but the reality is that failure is a natural part of any practice of any life. Yeah, you just gotta live. You gotta do your thing. Young people, at any age, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, we all living, we all growing at all ages. You know, there's been some teens passing through to us. I see y'all, I feel y'all. Hey, how you doing? I wish you were 18 and up, but. No, don't rush growing up. Do not rush growing up. Enjoy your life as you are at your age that you are. It will pass by quicker than you expect. Now, let's see. Enjoy every moment. Let's see. And I didn't plan to read this, but it's just so interesting to me. To begin any venture with the belief that failure is simply impossible is to set yourself up for much greater disaster. Exactly. I have failed many more times than I can count. Definitely, we all will at some point in life. Just do what you got to do. Failure means an opportunity to learn something new, to correct a mistake that you made just then. It's a way to just learn how to navigate moving forward. So how else are you gonna know if you don't go through some things, experience some things? Looking back over life, I feel like this is like so personal. Looking back over my life, it is often the failures that have brought the most important lessons. Why is it like I can't read all of a sudden? Oh my gosh, I'm just too hyped. I got a lot of energy, and it's like I drank an energy drink, but I did not. So the message of this card is: know that you may fail. You may fail over and over again. It all may come as you plan. It all may come tumbling down around you. Absolutely nothing may go as you plan. But failure is not the end. You get up, you recover, you learn, you move on, and you try again. I know that's right. Amen. Now let's see. I'm scrolling down. I'm skimming down so it can Silky see what type of card it is. It always tells it towards the end what it stands for traditionally. See. And then I like this deck too. It gives examples of real life events that we've experienced in this world to kind of like portray with the card. It's interesting. But we'll do that another time, another day, as I use these a little more. It says sacrifices may need to be made if the business is going to stay afloat, and it's far from certain that we can ever recover. Yeah, you just got to take that chance. That's why we saw the Fool on the bottom earlier. Like, yeah, you definitely gotta take risks. But where it says? It usually says it somewhere. Oh, it is. Oh, it's the Seven of Pentacles. It's hard to tell just because it was dark and red. I'm tripping. This says Disc Incorporated. And Disc are the Pentacles in this deck. It doesn't even actually clarify on that card, but that's messed up. Whatever. Seven of Pentacles, but it definitely felt like Dark Knight was still 8 of Pentacles. Okay. 8, 9, 7, 7, 8, 9. You need to. Okay, some of you are in the process of getting on alignment. You're free falling right now. But once you, come out of that phase of mental, it's like a Dark Night of the Soul. It's a mental darkness. Like, I don't know, it could be doubt, worry, fear. It could be, reflecting on your past mistakes, kind of feeling sorry for yourself, just in a funk. And it's like once you come out of it, you get to the 8, and then you'll get back on track, get to the 9. 9 of Cups, you'll get there. You're just growing and building and learning as you go. But if you're already through that, you're at this state of 9 of Cups, like internally, even if you're not seeing exactly what you would like to physically in the 3D, it's like internally you feel good. And like I was saying before, you'll be matching exactly that. 14 minutes in already. Okay, I might have took a few minutes on that booklet, and again, for ones that don't like reading and stuff, you can fast forward through it. It's okay. I just feel like it's sometimes important when you're drawn to do certain things or read certain things. You just gotta do what you gotta do to get the full, gesture. And I like that. It gave the perspective of what was being felt energetically, and sometimes I have a hard time expressing myself, like putting into words sometimes. And it is what it is. The devil. Yeah. The devil. Big Cappy energy. This is the first one out. Makes sense. First one in the I love these cards. They're so creative, artistic. It's just giving me the energy of see, this is that kind of like that Dark Knight of Soul energy the Seven of Pentacles was giving me, which it usually doesn't. The Seven of Pentacles usually doesn't give me that kind of energy, obviously, but because this is deck and it's like I love it. Anyway, the Devil, it's like giving me this like being in this energy, like I was saying, mentally, where you're like you're sitting with it, you're dealing with it, you're dealing with your BS, the mistakes you've made, the things you've done, and you're kind of reflecting to see where you need to, kind of correct some behavior patterns and let some things go. You might have you might be a smoker, you might have a habit of smoking just because of the, hold on, let's see if you guys can see it. He's sitting there in the bathroom stall on the toilet with his cig, but you can't really, yeah, it's kind of dark, whatever. You get that, you get the, okay, well, that doesn't really help, does it? We try. I don't want the light fix it. It hurt my little eye. Okay, 5 of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay. A lot of Pentacles going on, so there's a lot of focus on money and finances in October. I feel like you're getting like a budget together, stabilizing yourself. Finances are stabilizing. There's a lot of money coming in, a lot of money surrounding you. Your energy is attracting a lot of money and stability and resources to obtain money. And yeah, I like it. Knight of Swords. I just could keep pulling, but we're not gonna keep pulling. Let me just do one more. Yeah, because I feel like I need balance here. I feel like you're needing balance if you're not through that phase of, the Dark Night, or that phase of just like reflecting on where you've been. As you go through different phases, you're always going to reflect back. That's how you, are really able to truly hold yourself accountable with yourself and, make sure that you're reflecting and taking what you need, learning what you need. The High Priestess is the final card out. And, this deck kind of gives a darker vibe too, so I figured October, darker vibe, okay. I don't like this feeling though that this card is giving me because it's reminding me of something, but I don't want to. Definitely will be taking spiritual baths in the month of October, and I'm gonna pass through that energy and, sending you love and light. When you say certain things to yourself out loud, it's like God hears you, your ancestors hear you, your angels hear you. Even if you don't say it out loud, they hear your thoughts, they read your energy, they feel your energy, and they can interpret what you're thinking and want to say by your energy. So you don't have to say anything out loud, just if you are, reflecting with yourself and holding yourself accountable, you don't have to say anything to anyone. You don't have to confess to anybody about anything. It's nice if you need to apologize to people, if you feel like you have to. You don't, you can say a prayer to God and ask God to allow that person to feel and know and get the sign and message from you through him that they are sorry for whatever, they apologize for bringing hurt, harm, pain, whatever it is. You don't have to, I'm not saying if you know you're being led and drawn to truly physically apologize to somebody, do that. But if not, you can pray and talk to God about it and allow him to handle that. He will work it out with that individual and you. With their prayers, he's listening. Ancestors, deities, whoever it is you're talking to, of the light, hopefully. I'm not encouraging. We're not encouraging to go backwards. But, yeah, so, Knight of Swords. It's like, because you're going through this, some people who are going through this, I feel like masculine energies more, but it can definitely be feminine energies. It's not, everybody's going to go through some things and go through this type of, level many times in life, throughout every phase, in life, every age, range and all that good stuff. You can go through different things. But, I feel like whoever's going through this dark night or just this dark time where they're just mentally in their mind about a lot of things and reflecting and really like guilt tripping a lot on themselves and different things, seeing where their mistakes were and thinking about how they could possibly begin to change or correct these behaviors. It's like you are looking towards cleansing rituals to help you like come out of that energy, as well as to rid yourself of this energy, depression and anxiety and sadness and hesitation, procrastination, pessimistic thinking, judgment, things like that. Now what's this? Princess of Cups, yeah, Page of Cups. Um, they're saying like give it a whirl here and get another overall, but that yeah, I'm feeling like with the Princess of Cups, someone want to offer an apology. Interesting. I'll leave it here on this one. It's interesting. I could go, but it don't matter. Either way. Either way, it's overall messages out here already. The energy's out. So, Five of Wands is the overall energy. I feel like it's like you, although it's two different um, looking people in the card, I feel like it's two different versions of yourself. You're battling yourself right now. Some people are, some people are not. And that's okay. We're talking about both sides, light and dark. These are both sides of ourselves that we have to face sometimes, and it's okay. So, yeah, it's like you're fighting yourself. Even though like they look like different people, it's still they look very similar. Like it's two different versions of yourself. The light and your dark about you're trying to find that balance in between to be equal. But being that it is symmetrical through here, the way the image is with the chains, which are the wands on both sides symmetrically even, as well as then the straight pull down the middle. It's like, or the back. It's a back. It's like you will find that balance soon. You got a five, but it's okay. It's like you're bringing down that wall of protection, like that extra defensive wall where you haven't allowed someone in for a very long time. You haven't allowed people to get close to you or see like your true inner self, that childlike part of you, in a sense. Even if like spurts of you allow yourself to be shown, like you allow spurts of yourself, like the little childlike, you know, true version of yourself to be shown at times. It's like you pull back very quickly, get very defensive. I'm feeling like the Seven of Wands energy. It's not out here though at this time. But yeah, I'm sorry I had that for a while, didn't I? It's just like I actually feel like, well, in the photo, I believe this is a masculine and a feminine in here, which again, you're balancing that masculine and feminine energy of yours within. You're getting there though. It's okay. I feel like the energy is like was so hype, like where you couldn't, like your thoughts are racing, you're kind of panicking a little bit because it's like you're feeling, I don't know, so down, so depressed. I don't know, just feeling like overwhelmed. And it's like as I'm going through this energies, it's like you're going through these different phases. I feel that energy calming down, like you're learning how to calm yourself down, you're learning how to meditate, you're learning how to not allow your energy to be so anxious, and you don't get so angry or irritated so quickly. You're learning how to manage your energy better, to wear yourself in, to remain calm more. I love it. I'm feeling meditative state. You're learning to meditate, or the meditation that you've started is working. Right behind it is the chariot. Yeah, so you're moving forward and learning some new things quickly. You're incorporating new actions quickly. You're learning, like, you're a fast learner, even though you feel like you might be a little bit behind, so to speak, on your like maturity level and like emotional intelligence level. It's like you're a fast learner though, so it really, wherever you were then, it's okay. Whatever you're figuring out now, you feel like you might be at an age you should have known some of these things, but it's okay. Like you had other battles in life to face that others may not have, that may have learned these things sooner than you did. It's okay. Like everybody has different battles that might prevent them from moving forward quicker than you know you would think they would at a certain age, but that's just a part of life. I feel that same way. I feel like everybody at some point feel like they should have known certain things by now, or they feel like they might have been more immature than they should be, at a certain age. It's fine. It's fun. You're on your own journey. The people that are supposed to be around, that will love you for you and that will accept these things about you, good and bad, will appreciate you for who you are through and through, in and out. You don't need to put on a show for the world. You don't have to act a certain way or talk a certain way, or be whatever other people want you to be. You need to be yourself. Otherwise, you won't get to this Nine of Cups energy of peace and happiness. You see how it's mostly red? It's like love, like just peace within, inner peace, like just um, acceptance is what I'm feeling from this card. Not just happiness, acceptance of yourself, of who you are, of where you are, no matter where that is. You're accepting. I'm feeling that in that darker energy too, like in that darker thought. It's like even though you're going through these thoughts and feelings, it's like um, that you're like getting to a place of peace. I love it. It's beautiful. We are all gonna have some rough days sometimes, some rough moments, some good days, bad days, but the goal is to have more happier, more peaceful than good. And even if you're going through a dark time, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but there is a way that you can learn how to still be at peace to your core and a calmness at your core, no matter how the 3D world is or what you're experiencing in this real time that can get you, you know, in a stressful manner, in a worried manner, and these things that we go through as humans, and feel these experiences and emotions, you know, you'll be going through places. Now, I'm much, well, I was going to say much lighter, no, but actually, it's not like, this is kind of reminding me of like, very much October cemeteries, reminding me of cemeteries, reminding me of spirits, the energy of spirits awakening, like, I mean, in a sense of like ancestors, passed over loved ones, like definitely being around and active in the month of October around you, but I'm not getting it in a dark sense, although the colors used on this card is very dark. I'm not getting it in a negative sense. I'm getting like, don't FAFO. I don't know who y'all are. Y'all are very obviously high priestesses and, you know, very powerful people. It's just that, you're going through, some of you are going through, a leveling up, and that level up sometimes requires you to go through, a dark phase of where you just were, what you've just been through, or some things that you didn't address already that you're addressing now, and you're readying yourself for that. That's why you're addressing it and sitting through this and going through this. It's meant to, for you to go through this phase in your mind and, just kind of work things out through your mind with yourself to be able to release these things. You have to address it and face it in order to be able to release it. Even if you're not intending to release it and you're not even trying, when you address it, look at it, process it, what it is, who you were, the mistakes you made, the messed up things you did to people, the messed up things you did to yourself. It's like once you address and, face that, then you're able to release it with time as you move forward. You just live in your day-to-day life, and before you know it, you're releasing bits and pieces of those feelings, and eventually you'll be able to move on and move past it. Take a spiritual bath, especially in October. There's a lot of energies moving around, good and bad, and you don't want anything to be able to stick to you if that's what you do. If you get success from spiritual baths or just rituals in general, if you're into any of that, I'm not telling you what to do. You do what you feel you need to do. If you're more so, religious based and you're not into like rituals and stuff like that, that's okay. Pray about it. If you're not into anything, or if you're just into like, gods, goddesses, deities, and I know all that. I'm not perfect. I know a lot of people. I said I know a lot of people. It's the places. Anyway, y'all don't need to know all this stuff. I'm just chilling, and I was about to say I'm just tripping, but I'm just chilling. I'm not saying. I'm just chilling. It's all good. We know people. Everybody knows somebody, right? Or some people, right? I'm feeling some goddess energy for sure up in here. It's like humans that are. I'm not saying it you can take it however you want to. Actually, I can't tell you how to interpret this. I'm just saying what I'm hearing and what I'm picking up and feeling, and you interpret it whatever it means to you. But I am feeling some goddess and goddess. God and goddess energy out here, like deities. I'm feeling that energy out here. I'm feeling humans that carry these type of energies. I'm not saying they are these deities. I'm just saying like I'm feeling like they carry a goddess or godlike energy, masculine and feminine, and it's a lot of masculine energy in here too. Or people are working a lot in their masculine energy in the month of October. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling like let's see, make sure see you're not cooperating with me. But I'm definitely feeling like a lot of yeah, it's a lot of deities around in the month of October around these high priestesses, and even around even if you don't consider yourself like you know, in the spiritual side of things where you're like, you know, these titles and whatnot. I don't really care for titles either. I'm just saying these just to kind of give you a reference of the type of energy I'm referring to. I don't really care for titles and stuff like that about anything. We're just using it to, you know, communicate and, you know, get our point across. But yeah, I'm feeling some goddess energy in here. Like I'm feeling because I feel like I want to shout them out just because, like, hey, 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 Aphrodite is definitely up in here. And, you know, the way you pronounce their names are questionable. Like, I mean, it's like, it depends on where you're from, your slang. You know, it could be pronounced, you know, certain names, not everybody, but certain names could be pronounced in several ways. And, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Even if you're mispronouncing the name, it's okay. Like, they know your heart. They know you don't mean no harm. So, Aphrodite is definitely here. Because ain't she like the goddess of love? See, I'm not, you know, I know a little something. I'm not deep into everything. I just, you know, go off the information they provide me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I just go off the information. I do research things. Definitely a scientist, you know, in my mind. You know, I'm a scientist. I said I had an AA earlier. I got a BS too. We don't BS though. But no, I have a BS in psychology as well. Hey, college folk in here. I'm also a multi-college dropout too. So see, it's that balance energy. You gotta have a balance. You got to get the degree and you got to drop out. So look, no, I'm not encouraging that at all. You know, if you have to leave school for whatever reason, if you have to take a break, I encourage more of a break than the actual fully leave, unless you absolutely feel like you're on the wrong path. You need to switch subjects altogether, or you just need to. It's just not for you, and it's okay. College is not for everybody. School is not for everybody. A GED is just fine. A high school diploma is just fine. You need at least those two because most jobs require you to have at least that. But, you know, you don't have to go all the way through. You don't have to finish. But, you know, if you can, if you're just going through this, like, you know, school is hard. Like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I'm on the right path. If this is like what this is discussing too in your mind, it ain't got to be super deep about, you know, things you've been through. This could be about school. This could be about work. Am I in the right career field? Am I in the right, you know, subject field, career field, whatever, in relation to school, college, or whatever? It's like, you know, pray about it. Sit with yourself. Take some time to yourself. Like, you know, chill with a friend, hang out and stuff all the time for a minute. You know, at least a weekend. Just take a couple days to yourself, just you, as much as possible. Even if you have roommates, you know, see if you can get some time alone, you know, in the, you know, dorm, or just leave for a while, and then come back. You know, leave for a while, take some time, go to the library, go to a coffee shop, you know, something. Get some time to yourself, sit with yourself, and really think about, you know, what you want to do. You know, write down your goals and where you want to be, and then from there, based on your goals, start making a plan of how you could reach, or, you know, just the main things you need to do to start with, just to reach those goals. And then from the main things there, then break it down to what smaller things, goals and stuff you have to reach to get to that main goal, to then get to that, you know, highest goal. So, you know, just break it down like that. I'm getting with me feeling like that. It was like a pyramid type of thing. There's some Egyptian goddesses up in here. I know. I feel y'all up in here. Well, it's like it's a few of y'all. I like y'all. It's like 3, and they're not all. But like I said, Aphrodite. There's a couple more y'all up in here. I'm not gonna. They said don't say that. Don't say the names. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But it's a couple goddesses up in here. That goddess energy is in here. I like it. They're around. Now, I'm not gonna be all up in their business and ask what they're around for because everybody's on different missions, assignments, and things. Sometimes they just come and bring a little balance up in your life. You never know. If you've been with this rituals too, like that, it reminds me. Some of you might be calling in like certain goddesses and gods and stuff to assist with you. Like if you want to heal your heart, you might be calling in Aphrodite to help you heal, to put bring love into your heart, open up your heart. Okay, I see. I got y'all. I got y'all. I got y'all. For those of you, doing things that don't know that. Get that. That's what I was saying earlier on the other reading. I picked up someone who's like into like natural herbs and stuff like that. So like you do like holistic healing and stuff like that. That's where I was trying to go last time. Yeah. I ain't even got to we're 35 minutes in. I got the cards out. We were just going. Look, it's a lot going on in these readings. There's different things going on. I love it. I love it. I'm glad I went and dug these cards out because I needed these. Now, this is so beautiful. I'm trying to think. Because even in the dark times, like I said, it's still beautiful. You're still going through a part of your journey. Like, because on the other side of that, once you get through that darkness, it's like, you're going to come out better. Always, always, always. Almost always. If you have that mindset that you're going to be fine. I'm not going to use those because those are like, they stick. And I ain't in the mood tonight for that. Ooh, I probably should use the other deck instead of these. I do like these too. They be giving me these give me like some spiritual messages as well. Like it gives me, I don't know. Let me get these other ones because I think I was gonna use these anyway. I've been using these a lot lately and that's fine. But I usually don't even use these as much, so I guess it's that time. Guess it's that time to use these. But these give me like very spiritual messages too. They can. I like it. It takes me to yeah. We'd be tapping in. I know this is gonna be a longer reading for October. It's a lot going on in October, but for the best, We're going through journeys and stuff. We're climbing, We're just making it to where we need to be, like our next levels, wherever that is. I like it, and this is beautiful. This Knight of Swords and this Devil images, both of these images is giving me rock star vibes. I feel like there's a musician. There's definitely been a musician around. It's like been a lot of musician energy coming out lately, and I like it. I love the music. I get it. I love it. He's giving me like a rock star, like a. I don't want to name anybody in particular, but just anybody from a classic rock band or classic rock artist, whoever you would want to say, and then the devil, he's giving me them vibes too, so it's like I can see that in so many different ways. It's like somebody's father. It's like a famous celeb's he's around his daughter a lot. I don't know, he's passed. He's around his daughter. I don't know. Because I'm feeling like I don't know this person by name. Like, It don't matter. It don't matter. He matters. Amen. God rest his soul. He's fine. He's doing well. He's around his daughter and it's giving me like the Beatles vibes or, I don't know, I think they're, oh wow. This is like, it returned which way and all this good stuff. I don't know how this happened. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's giving me, or maybe that's your favorite band. Your favorite band is the Beatles, or you're, in the month of October, you'll be playing like, I'm getting the vibe of like a old, like the vinyl records. I feel like someone playing their Beatles vinyl in the house, and it reminds me of them of their parents, or you just playing it. You don't like vinyl records, and you use it in a while. You just want to hear the music. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I like all genres. I like all genres. It's pretty cool. I like the Beatles do got some hits now. I mean, obviously, they're like one of the biggest groups in the world of all time. Let's see. Yeah, we're going everywhere. It's a lot of stuff going on here. See, October, it's a lot of energies around. Which don't they say that near Halloween anyway? I mean, it is the activity is it's a lot more activity during that month. That's for sure. That's what I was saying earlier. It's giving me like cemetery vibes. Maybe you're gonna visit a relative in the month of October and visit their gravesite, or maybe you have an altar set up for your ancestors or your past over loved ones, or a past over loved one in particular, and you're like adding new things to the altar, or you're creating an altar for someone this month. I like it. I like it a lot. It does not feel, you know, anything harmful. You're doing it out of love and remembrance of your relative, and they appreciate it. It's beautiful. They appreciate it. They were into like maybe they were into like a lot of dark, like they like black, like the color black. They were into like I don't know. They could have been like into the goth vibe, or could have had like the huge hole piercings. I forget what they're called. Like in the ears, they could have had like huge hole gaps. I don't know. I forget what they're called. I should know. Me and all my piercings. I'll be piercing my face right on up. Oh, anyway, let me get here because it's a lot. It's these energies. Everybody up in here. There's a lot of people in here. I mean, even if it's not human, it's a lot of energies in here, and that's okay. It's cool. We're all cool. We cool. We got What's the Eight of Pentacles here, please? And let's be nice. Let's be nice. Let's not get out of control. Okay. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, King of Wands. You are taking action towards your financial goals. You're taking action towards continuing building your business, your money, your savings, your legacy energy. Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're reaching like your goals quicker than expected. It's like you are manifesting very fast. The whatever you set your mind to, whatever goals you set your mind to, it's like they're literally manifesting in the 3D very quickly. I like it. And who told that? That's cool. Okay, anyway. Let's see. I'll take these last two for this one. Ten of Cups and Two of Pentacles. So yeah, you'll have multiple streams of income coming in. It makes me feel balanced though, even though it's Two of Pentacles, and I know that could be like a juggling type of energy. Is it making me feel balanced though? Again, with the symmetrical, how they're equally on this card. He's equally balanced them in his hand. So you have multiple streams of income you're creating, two or more, and then it's like you love what you do as well. Like you're fully happy. Again, Ten of Cups, Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're in bliss and a blissful energy in October. I love it. This is such an interesting energy because it's giving me holiday vibe energy, like just happy, joyful, peaceful, kind. Just you know, spending time with loved ones, showing like I don't know, just doing like random acts of kindness. But it's feeling like that for October, and I usually feel, okay, anyway, I'm just a little tired. I don't usually do them. Anyway, I love it. Nine of Cups, Magician. I knew I was feeling that. Magician with the High Priestess. Yeah, when you're at whatever you're doing to cleanse yourself spiritually, even if it's just praying, even if it's just talking to God, even if it's just talking to yourself about what you want to do and how you want to move forward, you are literally manifesting like whatever it is you have your mindset to. The star on the bottom, let's just see real quick. The Queen of Wands, I'm not even surprised. Yeah, you are unstoppable on here. I can feel it though. Like there's literally nothing you can't create. I know that's right. Y'all are some powerful beings. Whoever's coming across this reading or will. Page of Swords. Let's see. Oh wow, the Nine of Cups. Oh, I thought it was the Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. feel like you are, like I said, soon you will come out of this dark night of the soul type of energy, or just this overwhelming, stressful energy, whatever this is that's bothering you, that's you're reflecting on, that's bothering you, kind of getting you down in the dumps a little bit. Maybe someone left you behind, or you left someone behind, and you're feeling you miss them, and you want to talk to them. You don't know how. Masculine energy. Could be a feminine energy too. Could be a fallout between two friends. It could, I mean, it's feeling like a friend type of vibe here. If we're combining all that in there. You might have fell out with a friend. You miss her friend. Miss your friend. Nine of Swords. I also feel like you're, again, October, like, even in the last days of September, I feel like you're moving out of this worry, stressed out, whatever this dark energy you've been into. It's like you get a reboot or a restart or a new boost of energy, hope, inspiration, desire to want to be better, to be greater. You just get this boost of energy that's going to motivate you to step out of this energy, to move past it, and to just say, look, you know, this is what happened in the past. I made these mistakes in the past. I made a lot of mistakes. I can't go back in the past and change it. The only thing I can do is be better and make better decisions and behave, you know, in different ways and better ways moving forward from now. Five of Pentacles. It's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. And, you know, it's not easy moving forward from after, you know, you made some mistakes. You hurt people, but it could be done by, you know, showing that you've changed. You're different. You're not that person anymore. You left that old pattern behind, and understanding why you were in that dark energy in the first place, of how you even got to that place of just, you know, acting out, you know. I want to say misbehaving, but I feel like this is adult stuff. You know, doing things you shouldn't do, acting childish. Three of Wands, yeah, you're moving forward from this energy soon. You're almost out of it. By the end of October, it didn't even take most people to the end of October that do come across this to get out of this darker energy if they're there in that phase. Because it's a lot of spiritual guidance and support around you. Whether it's your ancestors, of course, the Most High, you know, the Chariot. This is beautiful, because I feel like some people in this darker energy doesn't feel, it's like you're wondering when you're going to come out of this dark phase, but it's like before you know it, it'll be over with. You'll feel better by the day, in the coming days, very soon. Excuse me. Internally, you'll feel better. It's like you'll feel yourself releasing that energy out of you in so many ways. Go work out too if you're, you know, okay with working out and trying to incorporate that better. That's a good way to release energy off of you. Obviously, I know a lot of people say that, but really, like, get yourself in a meditation mental state when you're working out at the same time. You know, that's why I play music a lot. You know, it gets you in a relaxed state. If you're into music and that's something it can do for you, kind of like going to a massage parlor, getting, you know, that deep tissue massage, and it gets you into a super relaxed state. Get in that state in your mind while working out, while writing out your thoughts, writing out your goals and your plans and, you know, desires or whatever you do, you know, get in that mental state. You'll come in that energy quicker than you expect. More and more by the day, just keep practicing. Eventually your mind will train itself to automatically do that, whatever it is. Just like you got into that mindset of you know, mistreating people, doing things you shouldn't be doing, you know, acting out, whatever you're doing or we're doing. You know, just like you got into that pattern, you can get into a new pattern to do something positive. Let's see, this is the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles right on top of that, and we started with the Eight of Pentacles, so it's like you are, like I said, Seven of Pentacles, you'll come out of that phase soon of that darker energy. This gives me with the 7 to the 8 rising like that, on top of this card, I told you it reminds me of like ancestors rising, like their spirits awakening. I mean, they're awakened anyway, but it's just like, in a sense where they are able to communicate with the 3D world. And I'm not encouraging anyone to try to communicate with them. If you are not knowledgeable in those areas, because you just don't know, if you don't know how to decipher between the energies, especially between light and dark, and if you don't know how to properly protect your energy and align your energy the way you need to protect yourself when communicating, I wouldn't try to, I wouldn't try to reach out and do that, because if you're not in the best mind state, if aren't knowledgeable in these areas, I feel like darker energies can easily attach to you, can easily, infiltrate your energy, can easily take over, anyway. Look, I'm just keeping it real. I don't want to scare nobody, but be careful. And especially when you're intoxicated and things, especially when you drink. And I'm not judging nobody. Everybody has their vices. Everybody likes to indulge in certain things from time to time, most people. So it's like, if you're completely sober, that's amazing. Like, that's amazing. Um, I'm not saying it's impossible or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people have vices because of traumas they go through and things like that, and going through these type of dark, phases in the mind, in the mental. So some people might choose to smoke or drink, or you know, but try to replace those things with some positive, healthy habits. Anyway, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah, you're working on yourself. You're working on this makes me feel like I'll say these because I was gonna pull a few more anyway. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups. I feel like you're moving past allowing opportunities to pass you by. Like, you won't be allowing, it's like self-sabotage. You won't be allowing opportunities to go, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's right now, it's just, I'm over here, y'all talking to me, and then I'm pick a lot of energies. It's okay. Ten of Wands, or is this Swords? It's the Wands, I believe. No, it's the Swords. Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, and King of Pentacles. So I feel like, yeah, you're putting it into, like I was saying with the Four of Cups out here, even though it's like, I feel like you're letting go of like self-sabotaging, where you willingly allow a really good opportunity to pass you by. Like, you don't go for it for whatever reason. It's like you're in your mind about it. You lose that mental battle, like self-doubt and worry and fear of failure, like we were talking about at the beginning of the reading, and you just don't go for it. And you allow your thoughts, Seven of Swords, to get the best of you and rob you of the opportunity, and then you don't take action at all. But with the Ten of Wands, you actually are now going to start taking action to move towards these opportunities, because when you do that, you go from the Eight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, and you're realizing that, like, in order to obtain what you want, obtain your desires and the goals, and want to see the changes in your life that you want, you have to go after things. You have to try. You have to put in the effort and the energy. Look at there, the Devil, Nine of Wands. Like, you are protecting yourself from, like, anybody who can get you in this dark energy that puts you in a, because sometimes you might have like relatives or even sometimes friends around that might have certain comments to say to you about what you're doing, and what you're doing in your life, the decisions you're making, and it can kind of get you in a self-doubt, mindset, or get you to worrying, or getting you to second guess what you're doing. It's like you're blocking anybody out of your life that is putting those type of thoughts or ideas in your mind, or kind of trying to do that to sabotage, to make you sabotage these opportunities, or to sabotage yourself from becoming better. You are blocking out negative thoughts and these, dark ideas and energies or whatever. Blocking out toxic people, anything negative that will bring you into this negative mindset, you're blocking it out and protecting yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. As we can see, Ten of Pentacles. So like I said, everything's moving. Even though you're, again, some of you are in that dark area in the mindset, even though you're there, see, they don't want. Some darker energies don't want you to know like how you can get out of this stuff. They don't want you to know that, you know, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time when you're going through a dark phase, you're actually on the other side. When you get through it, you'll come out better regardless. Even if it's a little bit better, you're past what you were in that felt like the worst in that time you were in it. So it's like it's still improvement. But throughout this whole reading, everything is going upward, like 7 to the 8 to the 9, now the 9 to 10. Like double 10, you're ending cycles, ending long term cycles of feeling, thinking, behaving whatever way that doesn't serve you, that doesn't help you grow as a person and just manifest what you want, you know, in the real world, in the 3D world. So it's like you're letting all those things that are not helping you to improve and be better, you're letting it go. October is like, October is feeling like a month of release, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like I like it. 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay. Page of Cups. It's like, yeah. See, after that 10, after the 9 and 10, the 10 is an ending and a beginning, right? Because it's 10, the end, and number 1, right? So it's like, with the Page of Cups, it's like a fresh start. It's like you're renewing yourself. Like I said, with spiritual path, you're renewing yourself. You're starting over. You're allowing yourself to be childlike in nature, in the sense of like you're becoming that, the way children, like, they soak up information and they learn by observing and then experiencing, even if they do make mistakes. It's like you're back in that energy again, where you're like learning how to be yourself again, learning how to be in that childlike nature again, learning how to be to where you're not overthinking, over worrying, self-doubting, and like you're allowing yourself to be led with your heart a little bit more, but still guarded, still protecting yourself in a healthy way, but also not overprotecting yourself. So you're learning how to find that balance, like we've been talking about the whole time. Five of Wands here, and Two of Pentacles are equally balanced here as well. Yeah, like we talked about earlier. This is beautiful. We're gonna be wrapping this up soon. I know it's gonna be a little sneaker peeker lengthier. Okay, High Priestess. Yeah, double High Priestess. Hmm. This makes me feel like, with the, like I was saying a while ago, about you creating an altar for the ancestor. I feel like this is you, like the way they're just holding. See, like in the this is what the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, he's offering something, and like in an upward like stance, like up to the heavens almost. And then in the High Priestess card here, she's like offering something up as well. So it's like you're making an offer to your ancestors or a deity, or, you know, of course, the Most High. You may just have an altar strictly for the Most High. You might have like a prayer room or prayer closet or something like that, where you're just like, and then you might have like a dream board, and like you might just write like affirmations on note cards or notepads, and then like sticky notes, and then you stick it all around and decorate all of the altar or a mirror or a door or something like that. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, I feel like whatever you're doing, like it's cleansing your energy, it's helping you to clear your mind, cleanse your energy, and it's helping you to attract and manifest what you want as well at the same time. You're doing it all. You're doing it all, okay? You're working on multiple things at multiple times. You're working on your environment in the 3D world of how you want your life to be and manifesting exactly what you want to see and experience. But also on the inside, you're doing the inner work as well and becoming the person you want to be at the same time. I love it. I love it. Five of Swords. This is making me feel like, because there will always be like the light in the dark. I feel like in this month of October, yeah, there's gonna be some, like I was saying before, negative energies floating around, but I feel like they're gonna try to penetrate, but they can't. You're too protected. You already know who you are. See, and that's one of the major keys. Like, for real, the moment you figure it out who you are, like, I don't mean just who you are as an individual, like internally, who you are. Once you figure out who you are, You understand yourself. You know yourself. And you begin to be just that. You can't be touched. You cannot be touched. You will be protected. You will protect yourself. God will protect you. God will not allow this type of energy to get near you, no matter who you are, where you're from, what you have, what you believe in. You tap into who you are individually. You become so powerful, you can manifest whatever. Imagine a let me not say that. I'm just keep my mouth shut. For right now, Ace of Swords, like I had said. Okay. Once you become exactly who you are, you know exactly who you are. You acknowledge and you decide to be just that. Don't be afraid to be who you are, no matter who or what that is. Don't be weird. Not no negative, not no toxicity, not no dark, nothing. But who God created you to be. You know, be that person. Tap into that person. Make moves to be just that, and hey, you start to see a lot of changes in your life, like magic, really. That's what they say. That's what magic is. But you know, if you really, you don't have to do a thing to be magical. You know, don't let nobody fool you. Ancestors be telling me. They tell me what it really is. Ancestors be knowing. I mean cultural, like, because there's some cultural people out here. I can even feel like anyway, yeah. I'm not even, let me not, because I don't want nobody to think just because I'm not saying a particular culture or, you know, that it doesn't mean it's them, but, you know, it's some, like, it's a lot of skilled people in here. It's a lot of very skilled, a variety of people. Some people, you know, do tarot. Some people are into holistic healing with the herbs and stuff like that. Some people are into like crystal work. Sometimes some people are into just channeling energy. Some people are into scribing. Some people are into, you know, there's so many different ways to tap into yourself, and you don't have to use tools. Again, you do not have to use tools. The Hermit in reverse. Yeah, you're coming out of your shell. You're allowing people to see who you truly are. It just in your everyday life. People notice the change in you, but it's not a change truly because you're really just showing exactly who you've been the whole time. It's just a part of you never really show. So you've been that way, and you know who you are. Even if you fought yourself in this dark energy, you fought yourself in who you truly were, and fought showing, you know, yourself to whoever. There's just the people around you, or just being in that energy. It's like you don't care anymore. You're just gonna be yourself. You don't care about societal thoughts and you know the people around you and what your family feels and what your friends feel. You're just gonna be you. Let's see. Knight of Swords again. Yeah. Excuse it real quick. Excuse me. And it's mostly this daggone day they be going all willy nilly. It's like they be in a rush to come out. Well, let me get one more because it's like you're telling somebody something or you're speaking your truth about, I don't know, you're being honest about something in the month of October. Let me hurry this up because it's getting to be way, you know. Anyway, we're about done. It's just a lot going on here in October. It's like a total internal transformation, like someone truly tapping into the core of who they are for the first time ever. For the first time ever, it feels like. But if not for the first time ever, it's like for the first time in a very long time since childhood. 6 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you are you may start a new career because this is about some career stuff. King of Pentacles and all this money out here. It's a lot of earth. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a lot of fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Um, I feel like you're gonna be. You could be like become like a public speaker. I'm getting them vibes. It's like one of those that travel from place to place and they speak to like go to different high schools. So I don't know if you had. We did mention some vices and drinking and stuff like that earlier. So maybe like you're, you know, going from school to school to talk about, you know, not to smoke or drink, or maybe like your rehabilitation counselor of some sort, whether it's mentally or, you know, regarding like substance abuse or anything, something like that. So I feel like you're stepping into a new career, or you're just speaking out about some type of substance abuse you had in the past, or whatever vices or habits or something you did. So, Knight of Swords, Four Wands, yeah, you're finding your mental stability, like you're coming into like mental balance with yourself all the way around. You're also balancing out your finances, and those finances are also balancing out like your home life. I feel like you very well could be moving in October, or you're gonna get some information about a new home in October. You'll start making plans to move in October. Either way, some kind of communication about a home is coming up in October, or you start, you know, thinking about where you want to move to next in October. Either way, I feel like it's more so you're about to move, or you're thinking about moving. So 6 wands, 4 wands, fire out here. High priestess, I'm getting main. Let's see. We still have. Wait. Before we move to the high priestess, let me get one or two more on the Knight of Swords, 4 wands. Thank you, Strength Emperor. Dang, what did I say? A lot of fire. Leo, what's up? Leo up in here. So let's see. 4 wands, Emperor, Strength. Wow. So you could be looking into buying a home. You could be looking into buying a home in October, or Leo is, or you as the Leo, or because this is overall general for October. Sneak peek, right? Damn, they got a full October read up in here. King of Cups, Wowzers, Emperor and King of Cups. This could be the same person. Perfect balance of like full masculine energy. Full masculine energy can be very, um, can come off very aggressive and intimidating at times as the Emperor. But it's like with the King of Cups, you're like completely balanced. You know when to use a more firm energy, or when you need to pull back and show more of your emotion and your heart, feelings and stuff. Okay, somebody balancing themselves out. Somebody becoming a full grown man up in here. Even if their age is, they're becoming one. Internally. They're finally understanding. See, that was that conversation earlier. I knew this was coming. It just came out a while ago. And I put it back. King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. This combo came out in the last few readings. Like King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and then the last reading I just did, it was like King of Cups and the Hierophant. So it's like this King of Cups, that spiritual man, that spiritual man, that spiritual man. You gonna be with this man, like, are you gonna meet him or come into physical contact with him in October? Cause he is on the rig. The Fool on the bottom after that, and I'm just minding my business. Yeah, you're meeting somebody, that spiritual man. It's a very, I forgot to say in that last reading too. I should have, you know, whatever. No, I said just enough, obviously, but I'm saying it now. In that last read for the weekly, for the last week of September weekly read, it's like a very, very spiritual man on the way to a very, very spiritual woman. They're both equally spiritual and everything. Very intuitive, and it's like he's like a he has God energy for sure. It's like, dang, like, I don't know. You don't meet, you know. I'm just saying. But type of energies I don't come across. You don't come across these type of energies every day. Not at all. Not you. Not them. Oh, Two of Cups. What I tell you, you're gonna be with somebody that's you're gonna meet them, or you getting to know them in October, or you're exchanging numbers. Either way, y'all getting to know each other. In the month of October. This is not. I'm gonna put this. I'm not taking this, but I just thought it was interesting. The Six of Cups is in reverse, so it's not somebody from your past. Like I said, that King of Cups is a new person. New. They could be a Scorpio. Scorpio has been coming out a lot lately but you know, like I said, they showed out. They had the highest views. What up, Scorpios? What up? To my one subscriber. What up? And you know, you can hit my email if you need a little mini reading. I'll do a because you're my only subscriber. I appreciate you, and I meant to shout you out a couple readings ago, but you know, in the generals, but you know, I be in the energy. My bad. I don't mean no harm. But you know, to my one subscriber, because you're here and you know you will catch one of these readings. Hit my email up. I think it's viewable. If it's not, just comment on one of these videos and I will send it over to you or post it or whatever. And hit me up and I'll give you like a free 15 to 20 minute reading just because, you know, very soon, within a week or two of when you want it. So just let me know. I appreciate your support. Anyway, damn, I had to say this at the end. My bad. I should say that at the beginning. My bad. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, both of you are individually abundant in your own right, whether it's in the 3D or spiritually or both. You guys got your stuff together. You're independent. You take care of yourselves. You got your own, you know, stuff going for yourself. Got your own goals, and you're working towards them. The Lovers on the bottom. I was in a trance. I was in a relationship trance over here. Because, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, the Two of Cups, and then you got the Lovers that was shown a while ago. But let's get the High Priestess down because we're wrapping this up. I feel the energy starting to kind of die down now, which is good. That means we've gotten through a lot of the messages that we needed to, and we're wrapping it up. The High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is already out here, so. And, you know, just because matches are out here doesn't mean necessarily that it's like a relationship match. It could be a business partner match. It could be just, again, your masculine versus your feminine energy. It could be an inner, just talking about the different sides of you. And it could be like you and a relative, whatever. You and a soulmate of some sort, you know, that you come across in life. But either way, you know, Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, I feel like you were, it's definitely some, get them goddess energies. There's some Egyptian energies out here. Goddesses, it is. So when you're doing this altar, you may be intending to connect with your, didn't that happen in, because, oh yeah, because after a while you cut off because my little thing. I remember, it's like you're intending, if you create an altar for yourself, you're intending to, you know, connect with your personal ancestors, but I feel like you're actually attracting much more powerful deities than you expect. Especially if you're a water sign, I'm hearing. Especially with the water signs, right now, you might have like Zeus helping you out. You might be calling for Zeus to assist you for some reason. I mean, you know, could be many reasons why you want Zeus, but yeah, he is I mean, we know him, but it's just like, look, my logical kicking in now. See, I'm just being a little, on my end, on the back end, I'm being a little nosy. I'm being a little newsy. Like, why is, oh, heck no. You gonna be all bright and everything? Whatever, let's just wrap this up. This done got on my nerves now. It was such a good vibe and stuff. Let me just cut this back off. Like, I'm so annoyed. Let's just leave it like it was. After the lights cut off. That's so annoying, though. Like, I mean, it shouldn't be on no timer anyway. But whatever, let's just leave it like this. It's chill. I'll stick on my other light anyway. But yeah, I feel like you're attracting other deities by doing this altar or whatever it is you're doing, whatever ritual you're doing is calling in some powerful deities. Maybe you're intending to, but whatever, if you are, it's working. You're calling them right on in. The High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, and I'm saying all that with the ritual stuff because can we show? Yeah, it's not showing the body, but it can't you can't see it. But she's in the bathtub and she's doing a spiritual bath. She got the candles around the tub lit and everything. So that's why I keep mentioning the altar and doing spiritual, things or whatever practices of healing and you know manifestation practices and things like that. It's like you're becoming yourself, but it's feeling like you are, yeah, Nine of Cups. You're becoming exactly who you want to be internally, like you're physically, 3D, all that good stuff. I feel like the deities are helping you. They support you with whatever you're trying to do, and they're showing up for you, whether you see them or not, whether they, make themselves known to you or not. They're around. If you're calling in specific ones and you know what you're doing and you're skilled and you have the right intentions, they are there. Yeah. Also, this King of Cups always reminds me. Now that I remember it, now that I can recall, and I actually do need this real quick. I forgot. This King of Cups actually does remind me of Zeus. Actually, he does in this particular deck. Which I want with my because that's my other. Anyway, don't be weird. Don't be weird. Not like that. Zeus is like a It's hard to explain. I'm not even gonna explain because you know everybody has their own perspective of deities, and if you're on that tight time, everybody has their own relationship with them as well. So I'm not even gonna. I just I like the cute stuff right here. Everything ain't meant for everybody, and I'm not trying to. If there's any information I can provide to anybody, I will. I'm not opposed to sharing. It's just that everything ain't meant to be shared, but out loud. Some things are just like a one-on-one conversation. So, with you and God, with you and yourself, with you and a very close friend or so that was on that type of time. I don't know. And it finally came. Let's see, Nine of Cups, the Lovers, the Sun. I mean, what more can you say? You're manifesting exactly who you want. The King of Cups is manifesting you. I said in that last, read. Here we go, this burping nonsense. I said that last read that the weekly read again, last week of September. This man, he got a sixth sense. Very strong, very intuitive. He can feel you, and he's coming for you. What in the world? I didn't mention it's like a wolf. It's like a wolf. He is on the hunt, and you are his prey. Okay? In a good way. He will not harm you. I think it's crazy that I'm one of my business and the Queen of Cups is out here. Okay? He's coming to get you. I don't know who you are and like who y'all are. Oh, that's why there's so much deity talk. You and this person. Because now I'm getting it. You both have crowns. You both have crowns in these. You guys were ancient kings and queens on the 3D, or you two were ancient deities and you're reuniting in the 3D. You guys are back. I did get that years ago. This was not a posted thing I got years ago. There are deities reincarnating back into the 3D physical world in human form. They can be in other forms too, but in human form, they're back. I don't know who they are. In this instance, I know who I was picking up before. I don't think it's the same ones I mentioned or thought about already. You guys are back. I don't know why I keep showing y'all that, but I just want you to see that those crowns there. They both have very large. You guys were two very important rulers in some time in history, a long time ago, and you're back in this earth. You're back. You are about to reunite with each other too in the 3D. That's why that's why you guys have a past life connection. You guys have a past life connection. See, this feels like a soul connection, connecting on the soul level, like soul recognition. That's what I'm thinking about. You guys, even if you feminine do not sense this person yet, they sense you. They know that you're near. They know that they're close to meeting you or they're close to finding you in the 3D. They can sense you. I said they can smell you. I don't know what kind of scent you have in the spiritual realm, but you smell good. I don't know what kind of scent you got in the 3D realm, but you smell good. And he can smell you. He can feel you. He can sense you. He can even hear you. It's a telepathic thing. This definitely in this deck gives me with the cups. They give me like telepathic vibes or yeah. You guys can sense each other. You guys have been hearing each other and too, but you don't. The feminine doesn't know who you are, and I think the masculine does in a sense, like spiritually. The masculine spiritually knows who he's looking for, but it's like he, I don't know. He kind of plays with the feminine a little bit. He might say something to her telepathically every now and then, and she'll hear him, but being that she doesn't know what's going on in a sense, it's like he kind of laughs a little bit, like, I'm getting closer and closer. Because it's like the closer they physically come to meeting you, it's like the louder they can hear your voice in their mind, and the louder you can hear theirs. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, anyway, so guys, I'm leaving this here. It's some interesting things going on. I'd imagine the King of Cups is going to continue to come out until he actually makes his appearance in the 3D because he's been in like a lot of the readings. So that's a sneak peek for October. It's a lot of healing, a lot of inner work, a lot of growth. It's beautiful. A lot of leveling up in the careers and the finances and the love life, all that. You're coming into full balance within yourself, becoming who you truly are, showing the world and people around you who you really are, and it's bringing you into full balance. So it's gonna be a great October. Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.